Hey, welcome to episode I don't even know anymore of the Other Guys podcast. I'm your host Quantum, and we have our ever so faithful co-host with me,
Yes, BJ.
and a returning crew member of
AstralShive.
Yeah, we're all back once for the first time, and I don't even know how long.
The squad is back, yeah.
Exactly, with the original trio here.
Yeah, nobody distracted, nobody playing with things in the side of the Doctor Who memorabilia.
No, we had Dark King earlier, and he had my sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who, and he kept on messing around with it.
And yes, people, he did say that he has a sonic screwdriver from Doctor Who.
Shut the front door.
But anyways, not to delay things any further, because we just want to get things rolling. We're just going to start to the news of the week. Well, not even really the week, just general news, since we haven't done this in a while. Which, topic number one is Soul Calibur. What was it, 6 now? 5. Yeah, 5, because I think it came out with 4. Yeah, Soul Calibur 5, yeah.
It's set 20 years later.
Yeah, hell, I don't know who that was.
Say that again? It's set 20 years later?
22 years later.
Yeah.
So my favorite character is not going to be there.
No.
You got all those sexy gears, and the next game is 20 years later, which they're going to be like, oh, it's grinds already. Like,
see, that was the thing I didn't get, because when they said that Soul Calibur was going to be set 20 years in the future, I was like, okay, but then they still said, like, Legends like Killick was still going to be there.
Isn't he like 40 almost?
Yeah, when they showed what he's going to look like, and I was like, all they did was take his little brown hair and make it a little lighter to symbolize that slowly turning gray. I'm like, this dude should be...
In the good fighting games like Tekken, you see Hayachi get old.
No. In good fighting games like Tekken, Hayachi becomes young out of nowhere again.
Yep, Tekken talk.
But anyways, forget about Tekken. Forget about Tekken. This is Soul Calibur. Tekken sucks. But nah, since it's all taking place 20 years later, you heard how the new main characters are. What's her name? Sophitia's. Yeah, I think Sophitia's are. Okay, well, I forget. No, the two new main characters are Sophitia's children in the game. You know how her children they got touched by Soul Edge, the Dark Sword, pretty much.
I got touched.
Well, I meant to say corrupted. I don't know where touch came from. But they got corrupted by Soul Edge, and how they have it so that her daughter is supposed to pretty much got the evil half, and her son's supposed to be the good half.
So it's Nightmare and Siegfried one more time.
Pretty much. I was just like...
So when they say she's evil, that means she's going to be like, wearing leather, crawling bars, and...
No, but that's the thing. They showed her daughter, and she looks pretty much exactly like her mother. That all they did was just like slightly change her face.
Again, you didn't answer my question. Is she going to be crawling bars? So I need to know what bar I need to be at.
I'll tell you, latex all the time.
Latex? but no,
that's a woman in that.
That sounds like an interesting dynamic, but I just don't see how it plays out. Like, are the characters going to be like those characters that people are going to want to play with? Because I remember, for instance, Street Fighter. When they brought in Yin and Yang and all that, and everybody, they like playing with them for like 10 seconds, and then they was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, whatever." Street Fighter sucks. But anyway, they're popular characters, but only popular characters to people who are hardcore gamers of Street Fighter.
Because they take skill to play.
I'm just saying, like, are there going to be those kind of characters? Like, they seem like they're building a lot of storylines with them characters, and I'm like, are they going to be?
They got like some things, but it was all non-final builds. So when they're showing off their children, they're pretty much using Sophitia's playset, and they said they're still gonna have to vary it up.
Because that's one thing I hate about Soul Calibur is they never like focus on one person, like making them the main. Like I thought Mr. Ruji would be like their main, like Ryu. Like when you think of a certain game, you think of a one person. And Soul Calibur is never like that.
I know. I always thought like Killick was the main character. Then I have no other. It's like not Siegfried, and now I'm just like now they're switching again. Yeah. Yeah, it's like each game, dude. It's like.
What's the pirate dude name?
Which dude?
Pirate.
Cervantes.
Yeah, it's like who the hell is the main character?
But I remember when what's it called?
Maybe
when
that's a good thing.
True. I do like the idea of the main character switching because it's not like.
Shima Bunda in there, right?
Yeah. Too much nepotism in there.
I remember when they were first talking about how this is going to take place 20 years later. This guy did this video talking about Ivy, and he was showing the evolution.
Pretty much, that's what pissed me off.
He was showing the evolution from Ivy from Soul Calibur 1 to the new Soul Calibur, and all he was focusing on was her cleavage size and how it was getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. And I was thinking that would be hilarious to do, the new Soul Calibur, and it's pretty much like her cleavage is like the size of her head now.
Yeah, I love that. I love when people hacked the Connect and was doing that. I thought that was hilarious.
That was wrong.
That was funny. Look that stuff up, people.
God.
But no, but so do you know the characters? They released a character roster of people who are gonna be in it.
No, they've only been pretty much pimping out those two this entire time.
Because my main character again. I don't play Soul Calibur. I only play with
You can
Mitsurugi.
pretty much say the Siegfried is gonna be there.
Yeah,
It's-
Siegfried and Nightmare.
Mitsurugi-
obviously gonna be in it.
for sure too.
Mitsurugi already looked like he was in his 60s, so is he gonna be in this 20 years
Oh,
later?
that would be great. Mitsurugi comes in there,
Yoshimitsu
and he looks
for
the
sure,
same. Yeah, Yoshimitsu, of course.
Yoshimitsu's in there. I don't know why. And the funny thing is, everybody always says Yoshimitsu's the best when he's in Soul Calibur, and then when he's in Tekken, he sucks. So,
Because they have to nerf him, man.
Kid combo.
I think Yotsumitsu needs more moves where he's stabbing himself to damage other people. I love it when he does that crap.
yeah, you would like that.
It's hilarious.
Cheap tactic to win.
It's hilarious. I remember a couple of times where I just used to hit buttons of Yotsumitsu and out to get the double KO because I stabbed myself through myself to get someone else.
No, you remind me of a person. I ain't gonna say no names. Who uses cards to attack people without attacking them, so they have to wait over and over again. Yeah.
You mean that guy?
But no, I kind of want to see what's gonna happen with the new Soul Calibur.
I just don't like the idea. I like the idea.
I need a new fighting game.
True. I like the idea of progressing a story, but I'm like saying 20 years later, you
It's
kind of
a bit too much, right?
yeah, like
Tekken 2 to Tekken 3, that was okay. That's like
yeah, that's
no.
there's too much of a leap ahead. I think they need to take a step
What
back.
I mean, you can do it. I mean, again, Namco, the same people that make Tekken, they used to doing that. Because I mean, look at Tekken Tag Series. Tekken Tag Series is way behind
Yeah.
Tekken regular Tekken
What-
storyline.
which
That's
I
why Hahachi looks young.
What-
Because it's way behind.
Yeah,
It's supposed to
not
be.
canon.
it doesn't matter if
Yeah,
you-
it's not canon.
It doesn't It doesn't matter if it's way behind or not
Do we
in
have to
canon.
explain canon?
No, people should
Not
understand
main
it.
storyline, not main storyline.
But I'm like, even still, I'm like, it makes no sense. We have like his full-grown children, like Jen and Kazuya are old enough to have their own kids. His grandson, I'm not even thinking that. He has his grandson in the game as a full-grown adult, and they're like, how about we make Heihachi young?
Oh, and let's not forget, he also has another son. that-
Oh, God.
yes,
I
That's-
forgot about Lars.
that no one knew about until the 6th tournament.
Well, that's a good.
I was about to say he's gonna have another daughter in Tekken 7.
I was so about to say that. I was so about to say that.
But yeah.
Mashima blood.
But yeah, like I said, nepotism is in Hollywood. It's a great thing, but maybe not in the fighting game. So maybe Soul Calibur, maybe they're doing the right thing with the
No,
progressing and getting rid of a lot of characters, create new ones.
True, but I do like that. I'll take the nepotism of Tekken compared to, like, say, Street Fighter or Soul Calibur, where it's just like, oh, the same guy won every time. Like, come on.
But it's the same family winning every time.
At least it's someone's different. At least it's like Jen's just like, you know what, fuck the Kazuma style. I'm gonna use my own style. I was like, okay, but yeah. I'm like, but I'm getting really sick and tired of like, oh, Reed did it again. Hey, but you got even though it's the same fighting style, I'm like, you got Ken sitting right there, who arguably is at the same power level. I'm like, why is it always Reed? Why is everyone always after Reed?
I always find it funny that Ryu was always talking about, I need to find more stronger competition, get stronger. I'm like, dude, you just won the tournament like 6 years in a row.
Exactly.
Like, why you keep walking away? Where are you walking to?
Exactly.
Goku, where are you?
That would be a great crossover fighting game.
No,
Do
it
it
would
now,
not.
Capcom.
No, it would
Do
not.
it now.
Tekken versus Street Fighter.
Exactly. That would be great because you just see those Dragon Ball characters just flying in the air, just blasting down the Street Fighter.
well,
characters.
well, I mean, the one person that might have a chance is Bison.
Exactly.
He can fly
Yeah, but no, but you have to take Bison.
against Krillin.
You have to take Bison out because I know this is what's going on with his fighting style, but with his psycho powers, he pretty much beats everyone. It's just the whole idea of anyone that has mind control powers, you win.
Kinda.
It's like Bison, Rose, and that's pretty much it.
Hey, if they can make the Mortal Kombat universe work in the DC universe, I think they can figure out a way to make
We're
it
going too much. We're going too far ahead, man.
too far.
Too far. Because if I need to bring stuff right here, like too much already, man. Like,
I
you watch
think-
Bleach?
Yeah,
Aizen?
yeah.
Yeah, Hypnotism and everything.
Oh,
Like,
God.
come on, man. We're gonna go too far with that.
I
yeah.
just punk.
Sorry for the S word.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Was Batman? That was it.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
The new Batman is coming out, and who is there? The main character?
Oh, well, Batman's still the main character.
No, the main enemy.
Oh, I don't know.
Riddle,
Some stupid scientist.
something.
Anything that's just like, I'm smart as Bruce Wayne, but I'm an old man. I'm like, get that out of my face. But yeah, anyway, second topic's pretty much Batman Arkham City, where it's just, I just don't like the new main villain. I'm like, give me someone else. Give me Two-Face. Give me someone. I just don't care about the... Yeah, Catwoman's there, which is cool, but when they said that there was going to be no co-op campaign, I was just like, then why do I care about Catwoman?
Well, I'm as a person who didn't really play Batman Dark Asylum, or whatever it's called, Dark Knight Asylum, I don't know. I'm messing it all up. I didn't really play it, so I really don't know, but I was saying that game was so popular, the first one, that they should have just went straight for like an MMO RPG or something like that out of Batman.
No.
I would have loved to see that if you was playing like a storyline that was like an RPG of Batman series, because I was like,
yeah, if
that happens, it'd be only for PlayStation 3.
yeah,
it'd be great.
Dang you, Xbox.
It would be great to see an RPG of like that style of game, but an MMO, no, unless MMOs for superhero games.
Yeah, maybe it's
just
an RPG, but I mean, just think about it. The RPG of you fighting all the Batman villains,
yeah, that'd
and
be
like
awesome.
getting to certain levels where you can fight like certain ones. Like obviously,
sick.
obviously you can't take like, you know, when you first start off, you fight the weaklings like the toy maker.
I know, just to say, some people are going to try to argue, like, Arkham City did have RPG elements in it. I'm sorry, where it's just like, oh, you got 10 points, go buy your whatever skills you want. Like, anything that has a set...
It's about as much as RPG as Zelda.
Exactly, anything that has a set path for you is not an RPG. RPG, the main thing about it is a role-playing game. I mean, you can customize how you want.
How you want to look, too.
Exactly. Exactly. If they said, okay, you had like a different arsenals of like different Batman suits you could choose from besides that main one, I'd be like, sure, that's awesome.
See what you have there.
Which I'm...
moves, hook,
You pretty much had like the batarang, 3 batarangs, explosive batarangs,
Legend of
sonic
Zelda.
batarangs.
All the things you just described as things that are found in Legend of Zelda.
Man, forget Legend of Zelda. We're not talking about Legend of Zelda.
I'm just saying, like, that's how much of an RPG that... I'm talking about when I was saying I wanted it more like an RPG. I'm saying I wanted more like an RPG,
Mass Effect.
Mass
Effect.
No, and more like an exploration, more of an exploration of Gotham City. Because I'm like, if you're gonna make it Gotham City, make it exploration of Gotham City, where you have to do things, and then like, one effect would affect the other. Say if you take down that dude who spells his name backwards or something with the maybe I'm confusing that with Superman.
Yes, Superman.
Whatever. Anyway, you take down one
Obviously,
of the...
Batman wouldn't be smart enough to make him say his name backwards. Oh, I went there.
Oh man. But anyway, like if you was to take down like one of the characters, and like because you took that down, you got whatever you needed to go fight the next villain. Say Clayface, you needed to get something from Clayface, and now because you got him, you can go fight that dude who runs around look like a bat. Man Bat, yeah. Again, as you can tell, I don't know their names, but I just know them.
Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much how the next one's going to be. But one thing that did tick me off about this new game was how with the first one, they had it so if you got the PS3 copy, it was like you get to play as the Joker in the challenge missions. So I was like, that's cool.
Didn't they do that in the first one?
Yeah, they did that in the first one. If you got the PS3 copy, you got to play as the Joker.
Like in the jail and fight all the enemies.
Yeah, and I was just like, I thought it was...
Brawl.
Yeah. And I thought it was going to be like downloadable content for the Xbox players later, but it never was. And I was just like, well, that kind of sucks for you guys, because I play PS3, the better system, while you guys play Xbox. But how they have it now that with the new game, it's like, okay, if you pre-order at GameStop, you get a BS extra challenge missions, which I'm like, pretty much you will get that as downloadable content later. But if you pre-order it at Best Buy, you get to play as Robin. And I'm like...
Which Robin?
Tim Drake.
No, Tim Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep him.
It
It
really doesn't matter if you're playing Dick Grayson or...
Yes, it does.
It's Robin. Robin's Robin. Unless you're telling me an outright story, because all these are just challenge packs of you fighting. He's not going to be part of the story. So I don't really care. Yeah, but yeah, if it was part of the story, yeah, I would take Dick Grayson instead of Tim Drake. I don't give a crap about him.
One becomes the Dark Knight. The other one... Is he the one who gets killed?
I can't...
Oh, wait, no, that was Jason Todd.
Yeah, that was Jason Todd, yeah.
But the other one doesn't even... Like, what does he even do, Tim Drake?
Oh, Tim Drake, he just... pretty much just grows up and stops.
Yeah, my point exactly. I'd rather be Darkwing, or whatever his stupid name becomes. Nightwing, yeah. Whatever.
Talking about Darkwing Duck earlier.
Darkwing Duck, yes. I don't care, Darkwing Duck. I don't care. Yeah, I said it, Darkwing